Servus from the Pain Cave and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing the full route recon for stage 2 of the Park Gravel series on Zwift. We're heading to Watopia for the event only route, handful of gravel, and this one is very similar to the updated stage 1. 16.3 kilometers total, around 160 meters of elevation, and we got the steamroller power up as in stage 1. But what makes this route interesting is the structure. We start with a 1.2 kilometer asphalt section, then transition onto gravel for 3.2 kilometers to finish the lead in and hitting the lap banner. From there it's 2 laps around the jungle loop, 6.1 kilometers each. So it's a mix of surfaces as in stage 1, and that made some of you wonder in my comments, road bike or gravel bike, what's actually faster? We'll start with a full ride-through of the route, and later in the video I'll compare both setups to see what really makes the difference. Let's get into it. We start from the same pans as in stage 1. As I said, the first 1.2 kilometers are on asphalt. Be careful, there might be some attacks happening at the front, especially from those who are on road bikes and want to make a difference on this section. It's downhill, so this route, like most of the time, you either go downhill or uphill. There is not really any flat sections happening. And yeah, just be in a good position. Always be aware, especially on that gravel section where you're just going a bit slower and yeah, just have a bit more resistance. And you will also most likely have a bit of a dirt if the pack is big, so you might see less what is happening at the front. And then we reach the rope bridge here with a slight incline here with up to 7%. That's actually the steepest part of the whole route, so it's very short. So just be in a good position, get out of the saddle for a few pedal strokes, and then you should be fine. But this is 1.3 kilometers from the finish line, so especially in that second lap, be ready to go for that sprint, because then you see it's just downhill to the lap banner that we reach here at this moment. So there will be the finish line later on. So we start the first lap now. So this was the lead-in section, around 5 kilometers long, and from this on we have a lap of 6 kilometers. We continue to the Mayan bridge here and then reach the gradient here. So this is where the climb starts. It's never steeper than 3%, so it's all draftable. Make sure to be in a good position. Start the climb from a bit further behind to use the draft, slingshot through the field, and yeah, then just, depending on your rider type, if you're the sprinter, try to stay in the draft, save your matches for the final sprint. If you're a climber, and especially if you're like a bigger guy, then make sure to put in these watts here at the front and try to break the field apart. But again, like it's not too steep, 3%, it will be hard to make the difference. So you will really need to push it hard there at the front to break the field. And this will definitely cost you more than the guys behind. So be aware of that. But still, you can make a difference. We do that twice. So this is the first lap, and then we do it another time. I will not do that today because I have something else planned. So we reach the top here after 7.7 kilometers. So the climb is around, about like 2 kilometers. So, but again, like just maximum of 3% gradient, so nothing too crazy. So we turn right here. That's where we came from the lead in, from the asphalt section. There's a bit more uphill coming here, but again, like just maximum of 2%. And this will not really do a lot of damage here probably. But it's 1.8 kilometers, 1.6 kilometers here to the line. This is when we hit the bridge again here. And yeah, you could also use that for a move, but be aware that everyone will kind of get out of the saddle. So you will really need to slingshot from the back of the field through the whole pack and try to take the momentum out of the downhill before, and yeah, go past the guys, and then you can go all out on these final 1000 meters. Else, if you want to sprint, you should probably use the arch that we just passed through to go out of the saddle and push it to the line. Not sure where the finish line will be exactly, either right here probably when we have the intersection, because that's normally how Zwift does that. But we will see that after the lead in. You will see the lap banner, you will see the finish area, so you will be aware where will be the finish line exactly. All right, now we will take a look at gravel bike versus road bike. What is actually faster, because we have mixed surfaces here, and I was checking that out for you. I used for that test, I used my Cannondale level 1 gravel bike and my Canyon Air Road level 1 road bike. So they're about the same, and they should show the difference clearly. They're not the fastest, they're not on level 5, but still they should show a trend, like what is really faster. So we start on the gravel on the road section here on the asphalt, and you see the Canyon, no surprise, is faster. How much faster is it? We will see it right now. It's 6 seconds faster here at around 220 watts for me, which is 3.4 watts per kilo. Then we reach the gravel section here. We are still in the lead-in. Let's see what will be the difference in the lead-in section. And the Canyon Air Road here is 16 seconds slower. So we are already 10 seconds faster on the gravel bike just after finishing the lead-in. And this is already the indication, like, okay, the gravel bike will be faster, and I thought so. But for me, the difference will be a real big surprise. So just continue here in that uphill section, and we reach the top of the climb and another 14 seconds faster for the gravel bike here. And this adds on, and we still have way to go, and we still have one more lap to go. So you can think about it like there is no other option than the gravel bike. Yeah, you have that first 1.2 kilometers on asphalt, but the other 15 kilometers are on gravel, so this will just be faster. And then, like, the whole lap is 25 seconds slower on the road bike compared to the gravel bike. You also see here the comparison. I tried to go around the same watt. I was even going a bit harder on the road bike, and it was still like a lot slower. And yeah, for this route, I reckon it's around 60 seconds faster, the gravel bike, than the road bike. So that should give you the indication there is no need to take the road bike. So let's take a look at the best equipment choice. The Cervelo Sparrow 5 and Cannondale Super X Lab 71, which were recently added to the Dropshot, are the fastest gravel bikes. The Cervelo Sparrow 5 will be even faster after the April 21st Zwift update. Until then, upgrade stages are also easier to do, so it's a good moment to get your hands on that one. I will still go for the Specialized Crooks because I have that one on level 5 already, so it's the fastest in my situation. But don't freak out, the difference between those gravel bikes is really just marginal. It's just a short race. More important is that you choose a gravel bike in first place, as you could see in our test. Wheels are an easy choice. The Roval Terra Aero CLX are the fastest one. After the Dropshop update, they will cost you 650,000 drops, and you need to be at level 38 to be able to buy them. The SIP 303 gravel wheels are the second fastest, but at 550,000 drops, it literally makes no sense to get them at this time. My third pick would be the NV G23 wheelset, which was the fastest wheelset before the update. So in case you still have them in your virtual garage but no drops left, they're also a safe choice. Alright, so that was the route recon and comparison between a gravel and road bike for stage 2, handful of gravel. Going for a gravel setup is a safe bet, so don't be crazy and do something ridiculous. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. And I'm curious, what's your bike choice for this stage and what tactics are you going with? Good luck for stage 2, cheers and ride on!
Remember to subscribe.